Okay, number 10, it's long division. When you do these, this one's fine, but I want you to warn you here. A lot of times they'll give them to you where you don't have all the exponents in order, what we call descending order. If it had, this one has 3, 2, 1, and then none on the x's. If there's one of those missing, like if it goes from 5 to 3, then you would have to insert a 0x to the 4th before you start the problem. But in this case, it's already in good shape for us. Now, when we divide, we want to think about what to put on top first. And just so you know, the answer goes in descending order also, but it starts with one less than the first one here. So since this starts with a cube, I know that my answer will start with something x squared. And then there'll be just an x to the first power, and then there'll be just a regular number here. That's a pattern that you can see. So if this had been x to the 5th, then this would have started with x to the 4th. But I want to know what to put up here with my x squared. So what I do is I look at just the first part of what's on the outside. I have a 3x. And I want to know, what do I have to multiply by to make 12x to the 3rd? Well, 3 goes into 12 4 times. And then x times x squared would give me the x to the 3rd. And that's what you want to check, is that on the outside here, that the first term here multiplies with what you got here to make this answer on the inside. So that helps us know what to put on top. Now, once it's there, we're going to have to multiply 4x squared times both things. So 4x squared times 3x is 12x to the 3rd. And then 4x squared times 2 is a positive 8x squared. All right, now we want to subtract at this stage, and what that means is that we're going to, I think the easiest way to do it is just change the signs of whatever's in this second row. So if this is positive, I'm going to make it negative. This is positive, I'm going to make it negative, and then we just combine like terms. That's easier for my brain to do it that way. 12 and minus 12, or those cancel out. 17 minus 8 is how we're going to think of this. And so we have a 9x squared left. Now I bring down the next number. And we do the same process again. 3x times something will give us 9x squared. And so 3 times 3, it's a positive 3 times a positive 3 will give me a positive 9. And sure enough, 3x times 3x is 9x squared. And 3x times positive 2 is positive 6x. And then we're going to want to subtract. So I just change these signs to the opposite of whatever they are. If they had been negative, I'd change them to positive. This cancels out. The first term should always cancel out, but the second one is where we get our answer from. Negative 9x and negative 6x is negative 15x, or you could say negative 9 minus 6 in your calculator. Either way, it'll give you the negative 15. Bring down the negative 3. So we need to think something times 3x will give me negative 5x. Well, that's going to be a negative 5. That's how we got to put that negative up here with it. So negative 5 times 3x is negative 15x. Negative 5 times a positive 2 is negative 10. Don't get in a rush at the end. We still have to change those signs to put these together properly. Since this says minus, I'm going to make it plus. Same here, it's going to make it plus. That causes these to cancel out. Negative 3 plus 10 is 7. So that's our remainder. It's a positive 7, so I'm going to write plus 7, and then on the bottom of the fraction is what we had out here, 3x plus 2.